So what do you do afterwards? Well, you can cry, maybe wallow in self-pity just a little bit, but what you have to remember is that you shouldn't take it personally. It's never a personal attack. It's just that they're looking out for their product. Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to Speak Easy. If this is the first time we're meeting, by the way, hi, my name is Anna. I have been a voiceover talent for, I think I'm closing to 12 years now, or maybe even more. And so I have gone through tough times. Yes, I have. It wasn't always easy for me, but I have been getting a lot of questions on the comment sections about these hardships that voiceover go through. And so I decided maybe we should answer those questions live on here, and maybe you can learn from how I actually went about it, how I got through it, and hopefully you can also apply it in your own voiceover career. It's not always roses when you're a voiceover, you know? So let's go. Let's start it off with question number 5. Of course, I'm going to read it here in my computer. Let's see. What was the worst feedback you ever got? Yeah. This is a very juicy one. Okay, I'm going to be really honest with you because I don't want you going into voiceover thinking that everybody is nice or the client will not say anything bad to you. But what you have to understand is they are paying for this and they want the best result for their product. So the worst feedback that I ever got was I sounded boring. I sounded monotonous and dragging, and it gets real so fast. It hurts your feelings. Imposter syndrome. That is so real for me. But, the hardest part about that is still a job and it's still ongoing. So you just have to buckle up and do it and give what the client wants until they are satisfied. Even if you are doing the revision with a broken heart, you just have to give the client what they want. So what do you do afterwards? Well, you can cry. You can definitely cry. You can maybe wallow in self-pity just a little bit. But what you have to remember is that you shouldn't take it personally. It's never a personal attack. It's just that they're looking out for their product. Okay. So what you want to do is use it actually to maybe inspire yourself. So there are many ways you can reassess a job. And I think it's good to reassess every job that you get. So with that particular question, how do you handle a bad feedback? Well, ask yourself these questions. Do you actually agree with a comment? Listen to yourself. So weren't you actually boring? Weren't you actually monotonous? Weren't you actually dragging? Well, if the answer is yes, and that means you need to be on your toes, okay, when you go and read for your client, when you go in front of the microphone. That means that they were right in telling you what they did. And so you're going to have to up your game a little bit the next time. You have to be honest with yourself because you're not going to grow if you're not honest with yourself. The second question that you can ask yourself is, do you always get unfavorable comments? Like in all of your other projects, is it always bad comments that you get? I'm sure not, right? So you have to go back to those good comments when your past clients said that you did a wonderful job, you did exactly what they asked you to do. So you have to hold on to these things. But because you know that it's not always going to be roses for you, but then it's not always going to be that bad for you either. So hold on to the good ones and remind yourself that this is what you want to do and you have what it takes to do a good job. Another question that you can ask yourself is, do you still want to be a voiceover despite comments like this one? Because this is not going to be the last one you get a bad comment, that's for sure. So you're going to have to look into yourself and ask yourself, can I handle more comments like this one? Well, if the answer is yes, well, develop a tough skin, don't take things personally, and actually improve yourself in your weaknesses. So if you find that you go into your recording session dragging, well, then you better make sure that you hyped yourself before you even get into the microphone. You can do that by doing some mouth exercises, throat exercises, and I actually have a video on that too. So maybe you can check out the description link down below for that one as well. Now, if the answer is no, you can't handle things like this, you don't want to hear bad comments about you, well, then maybe voiceover is not something that you should be in, because it really gets personal, because it's about your voice, it's about your performance, it's about how you sound in front of the microphone. So maybe it's not the right career for you. Whew, wow, that was a real mouthful. And I hope that I was honest enough for you to learn that in like any other jobs, voiceover has its tough times as well. But if you are finding value in this video, do give me a thumbs up right now. And also, you might want to share this to a friend who is also an aspiring voiceover.